going on up there? You see all that little smoke right there? That construction or something?
Yeah, they said they're going to start on 26th, 26th year. I was thinking about that. 26th, which is going to be the day after tomorrow. If you don't leave early, you might be having a problem. If you don't leave tomorrow evening around the afternoon.
Yeah, they're trying to get us out of there as quick as possible so we can get home.
Oh man. It's okay, but it all depends on these guys. If they give us a load early, we go.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to know how long it's going to take for us to drop this one off. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sky. Heading back to California yet again. But I want to kind of give y'all something to look at, man. A little scenery. You know, excuse the windows, man. They're kind of dirty. Got a new co-driver. You know what I'm saying? My African buddy. You know what I'm saying? From the motherland himself. What's going on, man? You say something to the people.
I'm good, man. Everything is okay. We're passing, we're doing hills now, mountains. Heading to California. Thank you.
I'm sorry, motherfucker. All I heard was head to California. I ain't understand nothing else you said.
I'm heading to California, my friend.
Oh, okay. I understand. The rest of that shit, I couldn't understand. I couldn't make it out. You know, that's the African talk right there.
That's my African accent, so otherwise, everything is good, man.
So you want to tell the people what part of Africa you from?
Come on.
Uh-huh.
You say what?
¿Qué? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien? What part of Africa you from, man?
I'm from East Africa.
East Africa?
Yeah, from Kenyan side. Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Somalia, down there.
Oh, okay. So you down there. Well, you know, they be having little commercials on TV, man. And they be over in Africa about little kids starving and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be having them big bellies, but don't be eating nothing. Is that the part you talking about? He gonna try to move my arm. No response, nigga? Hey, you don't got no response to that shit. Hell no.
Thank you, guys.
Huh?
Thank you so much. I got no response for that.
What? Slow it down and say it in clear English.
Oh, I got no response for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, no response for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. So why you can't respond to that? I thought we were supposed to be like two flats on the Cadillac, man. You supposed to be letting me know about Africa. You know, why do they be coming up with these commercials saying for a 99 cent you can feed this homeless child?
Oh.
See, you laughing. I'm trying to be serious right now.
Well, I think the problem is my language or my accent, African accent, is not understood by you guys, I think. But anyway, we as Africans, especially myself, I'm not used to this kind of stuff that makes, you know, big bellies, whatever. So otherwise, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So, it's fair to say that in Africa, you motherfuckers do got a hidden city that we don't know about, like on Black Panther, with all this high-tech technology and all these golds and rubies and shit that y'all keep from us as American people because y'all afraid we're going to come over there and steal it.
Well, down in Africa, where I came from, actually, where you guys came from.
Wait a minute, why you keep saying you guys?
I'm talking to my fellow Africans who originally came from Africa.
Okay, so I'm not a fellow African because I'm an American.
You're an American African, right? African American, right?
I'm an American.
How about originally you're an African American?
No, originally I'm an American. I wasn't born in Africa, I was born here.
Okay. But people down here, they say they got white Americans, they got black Americans.
True.
So you should be in the category of black Americans, right? Yes.
Well, I just consider myself to be an American because you never hear nobody say Caucasian American or white American. They just Caucasians.
Oh, but in every application I see they write black African American. Why? Why do they write that?
Because they're ignorant. Just like they say Asian American, Hispanic American, Italian American, but it's never Caucasian American, not ever. But that defeats the whole purpose of this conversation. Black Panther says that y'all got a hidden city with flying ships, fucking gold, fucking armor that bullets can't penetrate. You can run up and down walls and shit on some kung fu shit. So is this really true that y'all getting down in Africa? Y'all not trying to let us know, or is it like a secret society that you can't tell me about because you're afraid you might have to kill me?
Can you speak slowly?
No, motherfucker, I can't. That was plain as day. You try to come up with an excuse on why you can't tell me the truth. Do you motherfuckers have technology over in Africa with flying spaceships that's beyond our understanding, big dumbass rocks of gold, rubies and gems, costumes that you can put on that bullets cannot penetrate, that gives you superhuman powers to kick ass and take names? Yes or no?
I can say no.
You would say no. Why would you say no? I'm just curious, even though I know that's a lie, but I'm curious.
You're making me laugh. Well, Africa is not like Africa is not like California, or it's not like New York State. Africa is a large continent. It's a large continent. It's just like the whole America. So it got about 53 countries. So I can't actually talk about the whole of Africa, but I can only talk about where I came from, because I don't know much about the rest of Africa, because I never...
The rest? What is that? I don't understand. The rest.
I mean, I can't talk about the rest of the countries. I mean, in Africa, I said we got 53
Are you saying,
countries.
wait a minute, are you saying the rest or the rest?
I said the rest.
The rest meaning like in like needing help? The rest?
Now I'm using about the word is R-E-S-T, the rest. The others.
Wait a minute, okay, R-E-S-T, so where did the T-H-E come in there? Because you said the rest, but you just spelled out rest, right?
Yeah. I'm saying I can only talk about where I came from, where I was born, and where I was raised.
Uh-huh.
But I can't talk about the other countries in Africa because I have never been to them.
Sound like you're a little bit frustrated right now. Are you frustrated? Are you getting upset with me?
No.
You want to whoop my ass?
just make sure you don't send this to someone. Just make sure you don't send this whatever video to.
All right, look.
I don't like my videos to be sent over to.
Listen.
Please, I'm requesting this.
Do women in Africa, some women, walk around with the babies on top of their head and balancing them as they walk? Right. Like they do those big baskets of fruits and meats and stuff? Right. Do they walk around with their babies on top of their head like that?
Right. It's true.
It's true.
It's true, but that used to happen sometimes back, long time ago. But changes come in later. These years, people changed. People started, learning a lot. So the only women that carry their babies on their back, these are the only women who live in the countryside. I think you know the countryside. I mean, they live in the areas where, I can say, it's not urbanized, area that's not yet civilized. That's where they live. So with these people, they stay with their culture. They have their culture. That is their culture, where their ancestors used to do it. So it's kind of inheritance, the kind of what they learned from their great parents. So, but when you go to the big towns, like maybe where I came from, in Nairobi in Kenya, or big towns like Mombasa in Kenya, people change. So they no longer carry their babies on their back. So they have this kind of
Well, see, I never said on their backs. I said on top of their head.
Well,
You know how they be carrying those big baskets on top of their head with fruits and bread and stuff?
right, that used to happen.
Okay, see, I'm asking you that because I'm thinking in my head, the way my mind works, is I always wanted to know how it would be to have a woman sit down, okay, and let me climb on top of her head, where my stomach's on top of her head, and she can suck my dick like that. I'm trying to see what that shit be like, because I feel like that might be some exciting shit. To be able to bounce me on top of her head and give me head at the same time.
Well, for one thing, I'm sorry about talking about this shit, because we Africans, we don't talk about this shit, because in our culture it's beyond that. We feel shy. We don't feel good about talking about this shit, because
Women, you feel shy. You a man who want about 10 kids, but you shy about talking about sex.
well, yeah, as far as our culture is and our religion is concerned, we don't talk about that in public. We talk about that in private when we are living with our wives or whatever.
But we not in public. We in a damn truck, and there's nothing but privacy between you and I. Nobody else is hearing this but me,
I
you, and this
understand, but
phone.
what you're doing is that you are recording and maybe you are sending it to your friends, right? So, which of course I don't like it. That's why I was telling you earlier, please don't.
No, I'm doing this shit for educational purposes.
Oh my gosh.
This is document history here. This is the first time in my life, and I'm 38 years old. This is the first time in my life that I actually came in contact and had tangible chances to talk with a guy who comes straight from Africa. So there's a lot that I want to document. There's a lot about that culture that I want to know.
Okay, you're right. Actually, you are very much welcome. If you want to learn much more about the African culture, you're much welcome. With me, where I came from, my culture is mostly associated with my religion. And most of the African people, their culture is more or less the same, but this again depends on the different religions. We got it. We get Christians, we got Muslims, we got different kind of maybe religions down there in Africa. But with where I came from, most of the people are Muslims. Therefore, our way of living or our culture might be a bit different from the other Africans, because in where I came from, women don't carry fruits or whatever on their head. Where I came from, especially Somalia, where I came from, they don't use that. But they used to carry their babies on their back, sometimes back, and they stopped it because of the changes that went through.
So how do you guys feel about homosexuality?
We don't talk about that.
But I want to know. I mean, this is a part of that culture. I want to know what you guys, how y'all look at that on that side of the world.
Well, as far as my culture is concerned, and as far as my religion is concerned, if somebody's heard about that, the person should be killed.
I believe the same thing.
The person should be killed. Yeah.
I believe they should be stoned to death.
Yeah, should be stoned. Yeah, because how can a male feel, kind of, I don't know, aroused to another male? That's bullshit. See?
Oh, you trying to say aroused to another
aroused.
male?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
okay.
That's why I'm saying my accent is not good. So, how can a male get aroused to another male? How can a female get aroused to another female? That's bullshit.
Right.
So in my belief or in my religion, such people should be. So that is where I came from, not here.
But does that apply too with people who abuse babies?
There you go. Because God created a man and a woman purposely for sex. So they got different organs. That's how God created for them. But God didn't create man to go to a man or woman to go to a woman. No. That's why Adam was created first and Eve was created from his rib. Just because they have to share, they get children and they live together, so they live in this world. But a man going to a man or a woman going to a woman, that's bullshit. I don't believe it.
So if God created woman to be with man, then why do we put women first?
Can you say again, why do what?
If God created man first, right? Then he created woman.
Yeah.
So if God created man first, then he created woman,
Yes.
then why do we put women first?
Right, that's a very good question. I think putting women first is mostly done in the western part of the world, but not from where I came from.
So basically here in America and stuff.
Basically in America, yes.
So in other words, we softens, we some bitch ass niggas for doing it.
In America, okay, hold on, let me just say, in America and some parts of Western countries,
Uh-huh.
they say, ladies and gentlemen, something like that, okay?
Uh-huh.
They say, ladies and gentlemen, this and that and that. But where I came from, it's not like that. Where I came from is gents and ladies. Gents and ladies. Because one thing we believe that man was created first. So woman comes second. So when it comes to rights of both, they got the same rights. They got the same rights.
The same rights.
Yes, they got the same right. But in all fields, a man is brought first than the female. I mean, the woman or whatever. So, anyway, that's all I know.
Okay. Now, in your culture, is it considered to be rude to pass gas, to fart in front of people?
No,
It's not considered to be rude.
no.
So I could be sitting at the dinner table at your family house, enjoying a nice meal, and spread my legs and just rip one, and everything will be okay.
Now, in my culture, African culture, you don't have to do that. It's not allowed. It's not a sin. Anyway, it's not a sin. But as far as our culture is concerned, it's not allowed. That's the first thing. Even in healthy wise, it's not good because that thing is getting straight to your nose and then you inhale it. Because it's not good. That's bad air. You're inhaling it.
So okay, so if I walk past and I just let one loose, and everybody that's around that area is smelling it, it's bad for your health because you're inhaling it.
Yeah, but of course we are inhaling. So what people do is that if somebody is feeling like maybe having to pass that gas, either she or he goes to the restroom and then maybe releases whatever he wants. If that happens accidentally, when you are sitting together, it can happen. If that happens accidentally, then everybody will just get, the person sense it, then everybody will put, his nose, cover his nose, and then after some minutes, it's all gone. But it's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
The second thing is belching. You know belching?
Yeah.
Belching also is not part of our culture. You can't belch in front of our people, in front of one of our men or female. No.
And see, and I was going to ask you that because in a lot of other cultures, they say when you belch after eating, it is considered to be a compliment.
When belching in our African culture is you cover your mouth. Cover your mouth like coughing. When you're coughing, you cover, right?
Right.
You have to cover. You have to do the same thing. You are belching. So instead of just belching, saying because that air is getting out of your mouth, straight going to someone else's mouth, it's not good. Health-wise, culture-wise, it's not good. So we cover it. So if I want to belch myself, I cover my mouth.
Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you right now, and unexpectedly, I belched. Didn't know that was going to happen. It just so happened to do it, and I'm facing towards you. You would be offended by me doing that, even knowing that it was an accident?
That's why I was saying, accidentally is accepted. I said before, accidentally is accepted. There's no problem. But if you know that, because whenever you want to belch, you understand. You know your body, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, you understand. Because mostly it accidentally is there, but sometimes when you want to belch, there's something starts from down your stomach, then you will know that you want to belch. So get ready. Put your hands on your mouth and then belch. Because you understand. Because the body is yours, the brain is working with your body, you understand when you are supposed to belch. Even the gas itself, you understand when it's coming out of it. So if you feel like you want to release gas, get ready. Either you stand, get away from the people, or tell them, hey, I want to release my gas, or get ready. People get ready. Anyway.
Okay. Well, y'all, you heard it there, man. I guess we finna get real offended up in here because I got a fart and belch, so I'm gonna let y'all later. Why you laughing, nigga?